Hi everyone and welcome to my April monthly reset routine. I can't believe we are already entering April, and with that we have a new season too, that is spring. I love listening to the birds chirping, the flowers blossoming, and all the pastel shades that we can wear in our outfits. I love making my bed, and I feel like I found the bed aesthetic, if we can call it that I love. I love doing things that support me in resetting myself for the day or the month, and apart from the usual of doing my bed or doing the laundry, I will also be sharing some other self-care rituals that have also been supporting me even through my grief. Here we find ourselves in the laundry room, where I happen to have found a missing sock. Thank goodness. You can also hear my two birds, Bob and John. These were my dad's. Dad loved his birds. He used to spend hours with them, caring for them and looking at them, literally just looking at them. He had many. I had asked my mom what shall I call them because he had many, so he wouldn't call them all with names, and she told me call them Bob and John because that's what he would have called them, so that's what I call them. Taking care of Bob and John is one of the ways that I am honoring my dad and his life. In doing so, I keep him present with me and I keep him alive. I find myself going up in the washroom and just looking at Bob and John, which we can see over here, and just remembering my dad. Bob and John are helping me with grieving my dad. I feel his presence through them. We got new blinds and I love it. And while I was getting ready on doing all these things, Luke made me lunch. So here I am also with my tumble dryer, which is my new love, basically. I cannot not live without a tumble dryer. Skincare is something that is very important to me, and today I felt like giving my skin a little bit of a treat. So apart from doing my usual skincare routine, I also used this vitamin C sheet mask, which helps to depuff the skin and literally helps to provide hydration. I love Pixie Beauty and their skincare products, and I love this sheet mask. I prefer sheet masks, to be honest with you, over cream masks because number one, they are less messy and they are even quick to just remove as well. I love reading whilst waiting for the sheet mask to soak into my skin and give me all the goodness that it has. Doing these self-care rituals are also supporting me through my grief, yet also someone also very special to me is Bailey. Bailey is a very big support. I just look at her and I smile. I truly believe that pets are true therapy, and I got to see her for a bit as well. Just something about reading and entering a new story is something so supportive and holding at the moment. So let's water my orchid, which is thankfully still alive, and taking care of plants is something else that I enjoy. It was time to take off the sheet mask and my skin felt so refreshed. So this is the Under Eye Brightener by Pixie Beauty. It blurs and energizes the under eye area, and it also acts as a very good base for your under eye concealer. This is the Wake Up Mist, which helps to add hydration and protection, and it cools and refreshes the skin. I absolutely love Pixie Beauty skincare products. I love their sheet mask and their mists. They have such a variety of mists. So yeah, I just wanted to share some Pixie Beauty products. Another ritual that I look forward to, and if I miss, I am not myself, it is that of tea time, or coffee time in this case. I also made some iced coffee for Luke. It was also time for me to refill my tea station, so I got some tea bags and sugar to reset my tea corner, which means a lot to me. I have found that I am also a mug lover / collector, and now I have a mug for Easter too that my nana got me, and I absolutely love it. I will be drinking my tea with it throughout the season of spring, and then possibly for summer I will need a new one. Luke won't be very happy with my growing mug collection because we have absolutely no space. But that's fine. We'll make it work. So those were my rituals that I wish to share just for the month of April. I love sharing these rituals as well with you guys. And now I'll be moving on to the goals of March, and so we see how we did in March, and then we'll move on to setting the goals for April. So basically this part of the video is where we always look at the goals that we had set for the previous month. and I'm gonna go over them and see which ones I reached and which ones I did not. So the first one is read 2 books, which I'm happy to say I've managed to do. I read these 2, and I'm actually reading. It's very strange for me because usually I read a book and I finish it and then I start a new one. But actually this month and even last month I started a book, then I started another one, read the other one, and then I went back to the first one and read it. First I started reading The Happy Place by Emily Henry. And I love the books by Emily Henry. I love beach reads. I read this, I started reading this, but I got a bit like, oh, this story is so predictable and I wanted to move on to something else, and so I started this one, and this one I really enjoyed. This one is How to Stop Time by Matt Haig. I loved The Midnight Library from him, and I absolutely love the storyline of this one. It's about this man who has this illness, but it's an illness basically which leads him to not growing old, but it takes him longer to grow old, and he's lived quite a bit of years, a few years, and obviously that has consequences and limitations too. So you see his story and how he has to kind of survive with this illness. And then I also was reading, well, I bought a magazine. I haven't bought magazines in like years. And I bought this one, Psychologies. Now, this is kind of like pop psychology, like positive psychology and all that stuff, which sometimes is a little bit, because, you know, life, we cannot always be positive, guys. It is impossible. Yes, we need to be positive. There needs to be time and space for that, but there also needs to be time and space for us to feel our heavy emotions, our sad emotions, our angry emotions, you know, all the, not negative, because I don't see them as negative emotions. I see them as heavy emotions. But I'm enjoying this because there are some articles that they actually include where they actually give reference to heavy times and how to also stay with those as well. So I appreciated that. I don't know, I was enjoying it. It's like a light read as well, something, example, that I read in the evening. I guess it's something that I wanted, that I needed a little bit, because I find my evenings are the hardest with everything. So I needed something, you know, to cushion. Although yesterday when I read it, I was reading something, I forgot what it was, what I was truly reading. And then it isn't because of what I am reading actually, but like my mind just drifts off in a thought. And like it goes into those last few days. That's it, then I'm done. And the emotions come, the wave comes, and I just crash. And it's okay, I put it away, I cry, and until the next wave, basically, because, you know, this is what grief is. With regards to reading, I'm very, very happy, and I've achieved the goal of reading 2 books and a magazine. I'm reading a magazine too, so that's good. Okay, my next goal was read all the material for my lecture, which, to be honest, I've done, but I haven't finished the PowerPoint presentation for my lecture, which I thought I would finish by the end of March. But to be honest, I have like little bits, and I have to just put in 2 case studies, and I should be good. The next one was upload 2 videos on YouTube, and I actually have done that because I uploaded the one of Glamour Made, and I uploaded the one of Revolution. Next one was upload 4 Instagram Reels. I uploaded actually 4 Reels, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've been actually a bit more active as well on there, so I'm very happy about that. So the next one was to do 3 physical activity exercises. And I have to say that I have done this, and I've actually surpassed it as well. So this was the one that I have been struggling with since the beginning of the year actually. I haven't been able to find something that was nurturing for my body, because I wished to move my body, but I wasn't finding something that was working for me. However, actually this month I went on 2 walks with a friend of mine. So another thing that I've been doing is Luke introduced me to this app called Mad Bars, like these different programs, and I chose a beginner summer body program or something like that. And you have 3 workouts every single week, and they're quite doable. I feel like, I still like get exhausted, like especially the first one every week. They tell you what you have to do. They have a timer and everything is set. You have to pay, there are some workouts which you can without paying. However, I actually paid for a subscription for the month. So that obviously gave me a bit of initiative and motivation to do it. And I'm doing it. I did the first week last week, so I did 3 workouts last week, and this week I've done 2 workouts so far, so I just have 1 more this week. But it's quite like friendly with my body, it's like not too intense. So the next one was go take a coffee, and this was something to do on my own. I have not done that. I feel like out of everything, I think the hardest thing at the moment is to stay alone. I don't know how to stay, not I don't know how to stay alone, but I don't know how to stay alone at the moment. I don't see myself wanting to even stay alone, because I'd rather be with people rather than be on my own. I can do my exercise on my own, so that's fine. I go to work, I go to my clinic, I go do errands, but then to do something like have a coffee, I don't know. It's not something that I want to do. So we're gonna just, I've not done that. I'm not going to take it up for the next month. And then what I like doing is I like writing 3 keywords at the end of the month. So it's like greed, health, and grief. And I feel like that all 3 of them I've been taken care of. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically write my April, because I cannot believe it's April, my April 2024 goals. To help us get into our goal-setting mind, let's take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your body with air, and out through your mouth. I try to focus on how I breathe as I try to ground myself before setting up my goals for the month. How did you guys do in your goals in March? And what goals will you be setting up for the month of April? Remember to think small and level up a goal step by step every month. This way you're only showing compassion, respect, and love towards yourself. The first goal that I wish to set is to read 2 books. I feel like I have been doing this goal, and I still wish to keep it up here because it keeps me motivated and interested in this goal. I feel like I found my bookworm self again, and that makes me very happy. It has been a supportive resource to have as I go through my grief. However, I hope it still is going to be helpful, because the first book that I have chosen to read is called For When I'm Gone by Rebecca Lay. It's about a woman who is terminally ill and is preparing for her death, and in doing so she is preparing a guide, so to speak, and leaving it for her husband. Maybe it's something that he could use to support himself when she passes away. So yeah, it hits home sort of, but I don't know. I want to read this book, so let's just see if I will manage. The next goal is a YouTube channel goal, and that is to upload 3 videos, so 1 more than the previous month. I have also set up 4 video ideas, and I set a deadline for each in my planner to help me with succeeding with this goal. The next goal is an Instagram account goal, and that is to upload 4 Instagram reels. The next goal is to go and give my first lecture, and basically I hope I do well. I am anxious. I have never given a lecture. However, I'm finding the topic very fulfilling, and it's a topic that I love, so I'm enjoying the prep for the lecture as well. The next goal is to continue my summer workout program, and that is to complete the 3 workouts per week that are in the program. The next goal is to do some spring cleaning. We have had blood rain in Malta, which is not very nice, and everywhere is a mess. My windows, my car, so we need to take care of that. It's also that time of year where I go around the carpets that they need a wash, and all the appliances to wash and clean them as well. So I hope to do that by the end of April. My next goal is to do some journaling. Research has found how journaling can be very supportive when going through grief, unfinished business. Also always encourage my clients when going through a loss or when going through something unfinished to kind of utilize journaling, expressive writing. So I want to try this out because I feel like I haven't really done that since my dad died, and I feel like that it could be so supportive. It's just part of me wants to, but part of me is like, I don't want to go into it because I know it's going to be very heavy. I will try to be gentle with myself, and if it's something that is too much for me for now, I won't do it, but I will keep it up there. Finally, I wish to repot some new flowers in our balcony, and we also need to wash the balcony. So I hopefully will try to get that done because I want to have some flowers for spring. Those are my goals. I would love to hear from you guys telling me or sharing with me the goals that you have for April and how you did in March. I wish you all the very best for April, and just a gentle reminder to be kind and gentle to yourselves. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then press subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!